Keep away from Pumpkinhead, unless you're tired of living. His enemies are mostly dead. He's mean and unforgiving. Laugh at him and you're undone. But in some dreadful fashion, vengeance he considers fun, and plans it with a passion. Time will not erase or blot a plot he has brewing. It's when you think that he's forgot, he'll conjure your undoing. Bolted doors and windows barred, guard dogs prowling in the yard. Won't protect you in your bed, nothing will from Pumpkinhead.
The legend of Pumpkinhead had meant that those who wore the orange hair had long been feared and hunted down. It seemed that soon they would disappear from the face of the earth. But as they huddled in their pumpkin patches and looked out fearfully, they whispered a prophecy. There would be one who would come. One who would save the Pumpkinheads everywhere. He would be born to non-Pumpkinhead parents. In a chosen place, in a chosen time, somewhere in the 80s. There was one born first, but he had been lost to the dark pumpkinless jungles of South America. But then 5 years later, on the 31st of August, 1986, Halley's Comet announced the arrival of the last hope of pumpkinkind, George Shigotskoy!
Now, being the chosen saviour of pumpkinkind was never going to be easy. Being the youngest child of 5, as well as having an enormous vegetable-like head, things were rough. No kids would play with him because of his enormous, bulbous orange head. It got to the point where Mum had to tie a stake to him just to get the dog to play with him. Even his brothers were forever picking on him. Oh my God! Look at the size of that boy's head! It's like the size of Sputnik!
Like an orange on a toothpick! And every night he would cry himself to sleep on his enormous pillow. At last, Phil found a friend, bedecked in a large Caucasian afro, resembling a white tree-like vegetable, cauliflower Pat. Pat had also suffered from vegetable-related abuses as well. They shared many taunts and the ongoing fear of fondue.
It was at this time in his life that the pressure of being the saviour of the Pumpkinhead world became too much for young Phil, and in despair he embraced the dark side. Swayed by the seedy underbelly of a Christian youth group, had the cauliflower and the hope of Pumpkinhead kind learned bomb construction and drinking in the jungle. They surrounded themselves with a bunch of herbs. Some legal, some illegal.
No, we're not! You are! Nick off!
Amidst all this craziness and pumpkin splatting, a fiery, red-headed woman broke through. And so we went on a tree-chopping axe rampage.
on the beaches of Caloundra. While commiserating with a nice family game of Circle of Death. Phil attempted to forget his misfortunes of late and his recent run-in with the pumpkin patrolling police. There came a point in this nice family game where Phil had an epiphany. He began laughing uncontrollably, accidentally cut his finger off, and vomited onto his plate. As he stared blearily into his pool of vomit, with blood leaking out of his hand, a sudden image of his long-lost Pumpkinhead brother appeared in the pool.
Bill, I am your brother. You have a pumpkin in your head. Pumpkinhead. My brother, listen to me. We are a dying race. In 2050 there will be no more pumpkins. Therefore you need to breed. Therefore you need to find a chick. Chicks dig guys with skills, like bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills, nunchuck skills. You need to go find the big pumpkin, which is in America, somewhere west of the Big Apple, near Michigan. You can't miss it. It's a big pumpkin. Remember who you are.
So Phil went off on his quest to find the biggest pumpkin of them all. And how was he to do this? He was going to train up a new breed of pumpkin heads, and so commenced Pumpkin Boot Camp.
Left! 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 Right! Left! Go! Go nuts! Go! Go nuts! Yummy! Juicy! Go! Go nuts! You can eat them in the spring!
Even when you're on a swing.
Even when Phil's head goes ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Don't eat them.
They're poisonous.
Go nuts! Go nuts! Yummy! Juicy! Go nuts! Left! 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 Right! Left!
When Phil learned skills, he came home. He continued his mission to educate the world about the importance of pumpkins and, more importantly, to look for a woman to breed with.
I can see what's happening.
What?
And they don't have a clue.
There'll be no pumpkins left for you.
The sweet
Caress of pumpkins. There's magic everywhere. But with all this genetic catastrophe, disasters in the air. Can you feel the Pumpkinhead? Pumpkinhead lives in the soup you eat.
It's in the scones.
It goes well with roast lamb. The fragrant pumpkin tree. So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my head? Impossible. She'll never breed with me.
But why can't he decide? Why can't he be the pumpkin I know he is, the veg I see inside?
Can you feel the Pumpkinhead? Pumpkinhead, Pumpkinhead, it's in